We are now going to discuss some of the properties that are specific to metals. Metals are elements that are good conductors of electric current and heat. And metals have some specific physical properties, which include luster, how much it shines, malleability, the ability of a metal to be hammered or rolled into other shapes or flat sheets, ductility, the ability to be pulled out or drawn into a long wire, and conductivity, both thermal conductivity, so the ability to transfer heat, and electrical conductivity, the ability to transfer electrical current. Most metals are good conductors, are solid at room temperature, and some metals are magnetic. Metals also have chemical properties, one of which is reactivity, and that's the ease and speed with which a substance reacts with other substances. Metals usually react by losing electrons to other atoms. An example is sodium. It reacts when exposed to air or water, while gold is very unreactive, which makes it good for things like jewelry. Corrosion is the gradual wearing away of metal due to chemical reactions. So, for example, iron slowly turns to a reddish-brown rust if it's left unpainted and exposed. We are going to also examine metals by group. I will not hold you accountable for knowing the specifics of each of these metallic groups, but it is important for you to know about them. The first are alkali metals. That's group 1, and you can see that they're highlighted here. They react with other elements by losing one electron and are only ever found in compounds. So examples of them include sodium and potassium. You can see that they include, potassium in bananas. Sodium can be found and potassium can be found in fireworks. There also are the alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals are found in group 2. You can see them highlighted. They're usually fairly hard, gray-white, and good conductors of electricity. They react by losing 2 electrons and are never found uncombined. Examples of them include magnesium and calcium. Then we get to this large group here in the center of transition metals. That includes groups 3 through 12, and those are the metals that you are probably most familiar with. They are mostly hard and shiny. They are all good conductors of electrical current, and they include things like iron, copper, nickel, silver, and gold. You can see that some of these actually are found in paints. Moving on through the periodic table, you can see that there are also metals in mixed groups. So only some of the elements in groups 12 through 15 are metals, and they're never found uncombined in nature. Examples of them include aluminum, tin, and lead. And you can find them right here. So for example, the outline here in this stained glass window image is made of lead. There then are lanthanides, and those are the 2 rows of elements that are placed below the main part of the periodic table. The top row is the group of lanthanides, and they include things that you might find in stereo headphones, for example. You do need to know, and will be held accountable on exams and quizzes, what an alloy is. An alloy is a mixture of a metal with at least one other element, usually another metal, but not always. Brass is an example of an alloy. Actinides are elements that are found below the lanthanides. Those are all elements found after uranium and were created artificially in laboratories, and you can find them here. So they're used oftentimes in a lot of the technology that we're using in things like space rovers.